in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Broncos will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies offense will have the football first. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Boise State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Finds the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but to finish it with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's Allen. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The play action fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted on the 32. And this set of downs gets started from the 33. 1st and 10. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's O'Neal. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the back. Running into the open space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Snagged out of the air. Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got it behind the line. It's small. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Broncos have it with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Boise State! Fitted in the window for the score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 30. He's loose on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Tight end now in motion. He leaves it with his back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Broncos will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown, Broncos! And the pummeling has started. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays, doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football, you know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Manziel. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's quick. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Manziel.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Just keep slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Allen. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back ready to go to work on offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're throwing for it on fourth down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Manziel. Touchdown, Washington! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. At midfield, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run the counter. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Makes a man miss. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Washington right back to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Looking for space, it's Allen. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Got it in the middle. It's quick. Oh, he's got some space. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Huskies! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down, still moving. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.